My name is Lida. I'm 33 years old and I come from Iran.
Okay, Lida. How long have you been here in Canada for?
Actually, I landed in Canada 25th of July 2018, roughly 8 months.
Did you come straight to Vancouver?
No, first I went to East.
Okay.
And I visited there, Toronto, Ottawa, Niagara, Oakville, and some cities around there to visit my cousins there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and then I moved to Vancouver to visit my sister's family that I haven't seen them for roughly 10 years.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was super excited for them to see me because they didn't have recognized my face. They just hear my voice and
Do they
sound.
have young kids?
Yeah, I have niece and nephew.
He's probably never seen you before, right?
Yeah, yes. You know, they saw me when they were 1 year old and 2 years old. Yeah. And they don't have any idea about my face. You know, they saw some photos, but they're kids. You know, they don't know. Oh, okay, it's my auntie. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, right. But they didn't feel what is auntie. You know.
Yeah.
It was strange for them.
Nice.
Yeah, and then.
So you decided to stay here, or what? How did that
I
work?
just came to visit them.
Yeah.
And actually visit West as well, like East. And I went to Oakville, Whistler, Lillooet. Have you ever been there? I don't know.
I've been to Lillooet.
Yeah, it's a very
beautiful,
very
peaceful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And then they asked me to live with us, and I just born one time in this life, so it's a very good experience to live in another country, to live with my new family. Right. Yeah, it's a really new family.
Nice. So when you came here, you had no intention of staying. It was just the family that kind of twisted your arms.
Yeah, because same as my niece and nephew, I didn't have any idea about niece and nephew as well.
Yeah.
You know.
You didn't know what it feels like to have them around.
I loved them because I loved my sister. Yeah. But when I saw them, I recognized that. How can I tell you? If I have a child, I'm sure that I cannot like them more than my niece and nephew. You know.
Until you have your own child, then you'll realize.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, really? But I asked from some of my friends that they say that you have the best things now.
You know what it is? It's because you don't have to change their diaper. You don't have to do anything. You can just get up and leave whenever you.
Yes, you're right. That's true. That's true.
Okay, so I want to take you back. I want to take you back to your childhood, to you growing up. Tell me a little bit about Lida as a child. What kind of stuff were you into? What were you excited about?
Okay, as long as I remember and I knew myself, I love to be an architect.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're one of those people who knew right off the bat what you wanted to do.
You know, first my grandma asked me, okay, if you grow up, you can fix my teeth. You know, and when I was a child, I said, okay, grandma, I will grow up.
Fix your teeth.
And fix your teeth. And when she found her good doctor, dental doctor, I decided to follow my own dreams. You know?
Her teeth are gonna get fixed. I might as well do my own thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So how did you know you're interested in architecture? I mean, a child doesn't know what an architect is, right?
Because I always I have a little sister, and I don't know why my parents, my culture is totally different from North America culture.
Right.
And they think that two kids in same age can live in one room. Okay. I don't have any idea about this opinion, but I grew up with my sister. I love her, but I always have my privacy and my own shelter in my bedroom.
Right. Okay.
And for 4 or 5 years, my bedroom was my personal bedroom was under the dining table.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay.
All my books, my dolls, whatever.
Did
I
you
had.
cover the outside with blankets
yes.
too?
Yeah, absolutely. And I
I'm familiar with that.
yeah, okay, so you know that.
Yeah.
And when I grow up, I put some power. Sorry about my English.
It's okay, you're doing fine.
I bring some
Electrical power,
electrical, yes. And I had my own dimmer light.
Nice.
Yeah. But and I had mirror and I had.
So you completely set it up.
Yes, completely.
Okay. That's kind of how you knew early on.
Yes,
that you
and you know when in my I'm a second child.
Yeah.
I mean I'm between two sisters.
You're in the middle.
Yeah, I'm in the middle, and many of the times when I see some people have problem, I don't know why, but middle child try to fix and to make conditions well.
Yeah.
You know, and I try to when I want to try to make the situation better. I decided to change the environment and change the space, you know, and from those days I prefer to change this styles, make different shapes, you know,
Nice.
Yeah.
So did you go to school? Tell me about your choice of going to school and what
in
happened
school I was really mad at physics.
You hated it?
But I hate mathematics.
Okay.
You know, it's and I didn't know why I like physics and I hate math.
Okay.
Yeah, but
because usually people who like physics like math as well. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it. In my opinion, physics has has a beat. But
has a life to it.
Yes,
okay.
There's life into it. But in math, no.
Okay.
And when I was reading about space, about galaxies and whatever, I read about them a lot. And when I read anything, I try to draw something in shapes or geometries, you know, whatever, something like this. Yeah, and it was. The start comes from
your brain works in shapes and geometry and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So then you went to school and you became an architect, I assume, right? That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I fell in, you know, any lessons and courses about health. And biology and whatever.
You hated it.
Yes. And when I see blood,
I pass out.
Yes, I pass out. Yeah. Okay. I just know shapes and geometry.
And you enjoy that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
So then you go and become an architect. Do you start working right away afterwards, or do you continue school?
No, I continue school. I passed. Actually, I was proud that in my. When I was teenager, I was in 200 people that
the top 200 people?
Yes, top 200 people when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And
this is in the country?
It was in the city.
In the city, okay.
Yeah. I started to study again in architecture. And I hold masters of architecture. Okay. And I decided I designed a lot, but many people don't like my designing style. Okay. I was every time we grow up. Yeah. Okay. I'm good at those days, but I draw something and I made something with those opinion of those days. Okay.
Your childhood as you were growing up.
Yes.
Right.
And as long as I grow up, this kind of designing has changed.
Of course, because you change.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I decided to have my own company. It was so hard. It was so hard, but it was the only thing that I can do in my life, designing. And
so tell me a little bit about your company. What did you do? What were some of your projects?
Oh yeah, I first I started with residential projects. I didn't want to. I wasn't fan of facade of buildings or whatever, because it wasn't important for me. You know about my childhood now.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the facade.
Yeah, you cared about the inside.
The inside, yeah. But when I continue, that I saw that it's very important as much as
important as the inside.
Yeah,
right.
inside. Yeah, and I have a very good portfolio in my country, and I had my my own fans, my fans. Is that right in English?
Yeah.
Okay.
People who like your work.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was famous in my own style.
Tell us a little bit about your style. I know it's difficult to it's better to show it.
No, yeah, but I like postmodernism. I know that many people now comes and say, okay, it's from old days. It passed. It's from, previous time. It's not from now, but. In my opinion, we are struggling with postmodernism right now. Okay, because of technology, because of improvement, lots of data in little, in little tiny time. I don't know.
Yeah.
How can I translate it? But we cannot adapt ourselves. With this
it's happening
speed
too fast.
Yes, it's happening too fast.
Yeah.
And because of that, we are a new generation of postmodernism. Okay, and because of that, in my designing style, people want to be modern, and they have something that they grow up with them, and they want to keep them. Okay, I combine them together in a way that a person wants to live in that house, in that office, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay? Because in my country, I had lots of weak points that in North America they are my strong points. Yeah, and it's very. I really appreciate universe and whatever that brings me to.
That caused you to be here at this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's, in your opinion, as an interior designer, as an architect, why do you think it's important for a home or an office to be set up a certain way based on someone's personality?
Yes. If you remember those days that there wasn't any mirror.
I don't remember. I wasn't.
Yeah, I know you don't. If you read about,
I'm not that old.
Yeah, you're right. There was a story about a man. In Farsi, it is Gilgamesh.
Okay.
It was a story, very famous story, from many years ago. That when he saw his face for the first time on the water,
right?
Yeah. He tried to jump and dive into water to catch him, because he fell in love with himself.
Right.
Okay, there was a very good story, and I want to use that story to make that feel.
Make it tangible.
Yes. If you try to make a space around yourself, like a thing that you prefer to live in it, you feel comfortable, you feel safe. It's there was first day, on those days we just need shelter. Now we want more.
Right.
It's the nature of human, we always want more.
That's right. Yeah.
So when you make the space comfortable, your brain works better. Your heart, your health, whatever, they works better because you are in the right way. When you live in a space in same energy like you feel more comfortable.
Right.
Okay. And
so when the space is in harmony with you.
Yes, in harmony. Yes,
Okay.
a very good word. And when it's and when you live in a good harmony, and there's balance in it,
right.
your brain works better.
Okay.
And it helps to improve. You know,
so you're more creative.
Yeah,
there's more
absolutely,
flow. Okay,
yes.
very good.
Yeah.
Last question.
Yeah, sure.
Where do you see Lida in 5 years?
5 years later.
5 years from today, if you were to design, just like you design your environment, if you were to design your life today, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Okay, it's my pleasure to talk about it because a place that I want to live the rest of my life is in New York.
Okay.
After North America. I want to live here roughly 10 years.
Okay.
And then I love to move to New York.
New York, okay.
Because the architectural designing in there, and people who judge you for your style, I think I like their opinion, and I love to talk with them face to face, have coffee with them,
you
hang out with them.
More like you,
yes,
your type
it's
of people.
more like me.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
No,
so you see yourself in New York doing what? It's a very good place to talk about it. In 5 years later, North America will have some houses and some conceptual art by my name on it, and I think they can have it in their own history, and it's my pleasure, I love to do that because I couldn't do that in my country. They don't listen to me. They didn't listen to me. But North America people. You have the opportunity.
Yes, I have the opportunity.
Well, thank you very much.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for spending time with me
Thank
today.
you very much. Thank you.